Hey folks, today we're going to finish painting our arena fence here, and we're going to talk about a bargain airless paint sprayer. Now I got this thing down at Harbor Freight. I only paid like $120 for it about a year ago, and I never used it. So it's been in the box, I put it in the shed, took it out, gave it a test. Now the gun was trash, okay? The gun is no good, leaked everywhere. So I bought their upgraded gun. It's made by Avanti, and it seemed to work pretty reasonable. So the question is a bargain really a bargain? Now in this case, yes, because it did get the job done. But in the future, when I'm done with this on this project, and I pull it out again for a new project, will it work again? That's going to be the challenge. You know, how long will this thing last? Is it a one-time deal? Because it would be nice next year when I had another big project, pull out my airless sprayer and just get the job done. You know, with these bargain ones, you just don't know how that's going to work out. Will I need to purchase another one? So stay tuned. Let's get this fence painted, and I'll let you see how this thing works. So here's all the tools of the trade. We're going to need power. So we brought our generator out. Oh. Now this is not the original paint I used on this fence. I used a paint primer combination. This is just primer, but it was cheap, and I figured I'll finish these few panels off. Here's our sprayer. Can you see that name? You're going to need a bucket of water to help prime this thing. I just like to pour all my paint in a different bucket. That way I don't have to mess with those little 1-gallon jobs. Now in case we got to move this, I'm not moving that generator. So we're just going to attach an extension cord to this thing so the generator stays put. Let's hope that works. I got a little bit of mud in it. Okay, what's next? All right, so step A, we're gonna hook our hose to our sprayer. Now don't crank these down, just give them a little snug. And on the other end, we are gonna hook it to our spray gun. Now, like I said, this is not the original spray gun. And I figure this sprayer cost me about 120 bucks, and this new spray gun cost 100 bucks, so I'm in this thing for 220. Is it worth it? Well, on this project it was, because it seems to work. Give that a snug. Let's see if we can't get some painting done. So you'll want to prime this thing with water. It has a prime lever here. And what we're doing is we're just going to circulate that water through here, get rid of all the air bubbles. So it's gonna suck in here, and when you see it blow out the little exhaust tube, that'll do it. We'll put it back on paint, and we'll blow out this feeder hose. Hear it kick on every time it runs out of pressure. looking good. So the problem I had with the other gun is it leaked here, it leaked down here, it leaked in here. Oh, it's just a nightmare. Just a nightmare. So we're going to snug that little fitting up because that's where I have the most problem. Just a little snug because this stuff isn't really that heavy duty. So we give that a little tighten. And then we're going to switch. I'm going to dump the paint in here. We're going to switch this hose to that bucket. And this is just going to be like our clean out bucket. So we can actually just leave our gun in there. See how this stuff's a little thick? That's just going to clog up our airless. So I'm going to thin that up a little bit. I'll just take some of this bucket water, just give it a splash. That's good. And we'll stir that in, see if we can't thin that paint out a bit. Now, if you get it too thin, then you're just spraying water on the fence and it don't stick. So be careful when you're thinning. Now you got to start the process all over again. You got to reprime. You got to reprime your gun too. So when you turn this, it's one's for prime and one's for spraying. Well, that made a mess. All right, remember we had all that water in our gun. We gotta get that water out. It's good. So the break that I took a second ago, like I said about these bargain sprayers, the sprayer wouldn't turn off. So you'd press it, and then when you let go, it kept spraying. So there's probably a little clog in there. So it's cleared now. Let's see if we can get some painting done. First sprays. See that clog? But otherwise, it'll do the job. Well, it's a lot faster than trying to roll this thing or bringing out a brush. So I'm holding this sprayer about 12 inches away. Seems to give a good spread. So if you get a clog, you just flip this thing around back to prime and it'll shoot that clog out of there. Look at that clog again. Sometimes it works its way out, sometimes you gotta clear it. And what I don't want to do is have to thin the paint anymore, because then I'm just spraying water on there and it soaks in and leaves bare spots. Even this is pretty thin. Fortunately, this is a fence, so if it's thinner and I get a bunch of drips out there, that doesn't matter. right, that's actually working pretty good now. Look at the time that saves you. 2 more panels and this fence is done. All right, last leg. Now those bottom boards are treated, but these other boards aren't treated. So this primer is pretty well necessary. And that'll do it. Now, it worked. It did this fence. But like I said before, my problem will be, is it going to work again next time? Because it's pretty low cost. But I will say, it performed. It did perform. So, can't badmouth it. So this is a 120 by 80 foot arena. I got 7 rails around 3 sides and a 6 rail on the other side. I did the inside and outside, and that little airless sprayer did it all. It clogged a lot. I had to thin my paint down pretty good, but all in all, it did the job. It did the job. So this arena's not done yet. We still have to put about 6 inches of sand in there and add some gates. So stay tuned. There'll be more content coming. If you enjoyed the content, hit that like button, give us a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing. It'll help the channel grow. We'll continue to share the things we do with all of you. God bless y'all.